Hello there YouTube, it's your boy B3 back with another kicking action figure review. Today we're looking at a pretty cool one. It is the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection Invisible Phantom Ranger from Power Rangers Turbo. Yeah, so this figure is basically the regular Turbo Ranger, but a translucent clear version. It seems to have the same accessories and everything. This is in their plastic-free packaging, quote-unquote. I believe the regular Phantom Ranger is labeled as In Space. This one is labeled as Turbo. You can see he's got his accessories and stuff on the back. Got him at Ross. Always a good choice. $6.99. Hell yeah. Incredible. So let's bust him out of package. And here he is out of package. The Invisible Phantom Ranger. Yes, very cool. I actually like him a lot more than I would. I pretty much knew what to expect, you know, sculpt-wise and accessory-wise and whatnot. Paint-wise, he's better than expected. I don't know if it comes across on camera real well, but he's, you know, this clear, translucent figure, which is nice. But there's actually a lot more color to him than you would expect. There's like this rainbow sheen to him, which was genuinely unexpected, but I really like it. And he has some darker parts as well. The solid gray visor I actually think works really well, and the solid gray knee pads, I think that provides a little contrast to the figure so that it feels a bit more present. It's actually very interesting. I quite like the paint job. I didn't expect much of a paint job at all, to be completely honest, but it like is there, oddly enough. It's very cool. And then the sculpt is the same as the first release of the Phantom Ranger, as far as I can tell. It is a good sculpt. I do quite like it. I don't have much more to say about it than I had to say in the original Phantom Ranger review. I just hope he doesn't hold his gun as loosely. Speaking of accessories, you see he has two holding hands. He also has his blaster, which is also invisible. And, oh my god, he does hold his gun a little better. Wow. That actually makes me very happy. And as the Lightning Collection did, this is a now defunct line, by the way, they don't make these anymore, but you see it has an effect piece for the blaster, a red blast effect. I don't remember what color the blast effect was for the original guy off the top of my head, but that's cool. And he also has this kind of impact effect. You can put it on another character that he is attacking, or you can put it on him while he is being attacked, like someone has spotted him. And you see you strap it to the chest, it's like a big impact energy blast, which is pretty cool, to be honest. And he also comes with two fist hands that have the mirror coating and stuff on them. I'll probably display him with his blaster and also a fist hand. Now, articulation wise, he has up and down on the head, a little more than he looks like he would have. Side to side, a nice wobble. You have in and out on the arms, forward and back. It is hindered by the shoulder, but it is a rubber shoulder, so you can kind of, you know, do a little more with it than you might expect. But there is a lot going on there. You have a bicep swivel, a double elbow bend, rotation on the wrist. The holding hands kind of go forward and back like that, like more of a side to side even. And then the fist hands actually articulate in a different direction relative to the position of the hand. Interesting. You know, you've got a lot of good torso movement. The Lightning Collection actually paved the way for a lot of current Marvel Legends articulation. The Lightning Collection really doesn't get credit for that. Like this kind of torso joint and the waist crunch, that only found its way to Marvel Legends after its success in the Lightning Collection. Just FYI. You have in and out on the legs, forward, not really back. Hasbro was still using hard plastic bussies instead of rubber bussy coverings like NECA and McFarlane do, unfortunately. So, yeah, not terribly much there. You do have a thigh swivel, a double, as in knee bend, a boot swivel, up and down on the feet, an ankle pivot, and peg holes on the bottom of the feet. Very fun, very cool. Now let's get into everybody's favorite part, size comparisons. First up, we got to compare him with his own line. Here he is with some other Rangers from the Lightning Collection. Here on the right, we have the GameStop exclusive Zeo Pink from the Pink Ranger 2-pack. And on the left, the non-invisible, or I guess regular, Phantom Ranger. When I put them both together, I was like, wait, is their torso covering kind of different? I don't think it is. I think it just sits a little higher on one of them than the other. So yeah, I do still think it is the same figure. Just one's translucent. But you know me, I'm a sucker for translucent figures. So yeah, he seems to scale well with the Lightning Collection, which is really all that matters, I guess. But if you want to see him with another Lightning Collection figure that's not, himself, how about we show him with one of the villains, like Red Ecliptor here. I do believe he tussled with Ecliptor, not Red Ecliptor specifically, but Ecliptor in space. And yeah, I think that works out great. So he scales well with his own line, which is really all that matters. But I want to show him with some other things anyway, For instance, you gotta show him with Hasbro's kind of just regular action figure line. They didn't do any for Cosmic Fury, unfortunately, but they did have some for Dino Fury before they canceled our show forever. So here he is with the Dino Fury Gold Ranger. And if we pull this guy to the side, we can also show the Dino Fury Green Ranger in her cosmic armor. Very ace, very cool. Now, I do believe that these are teenagers, yes? And he is a grown alien man. I never read his origin comic, by the way. Don't tell me what happens. I have it, I just haven't gotten to it yet. But yeah, I think it's okay. It's alright, if you consider the age difference and stuff. And he's a very bulky Ranger. In the Sentai, he's not even a Ranger. But speaking of the Sentai, how about we show him with some Super Sentai figures from Japan, like the Sentai Hero Series EX Doggy Kruger, as well as the Bandai Poppy Magishine. Yeah. Okay. Pretty interesting here. Doggy Kruger could maybe be a bit taller. Oftentimes the Sentai Hero Series figures are too big for the Lightning Collection, but I can kind of see this working. Yeah, that seems like an okay height difference. Once again, maybe Doggy should be taller, but I can see that working. And then the Poppy Magishine is just too small. That's not gonna work out. And I, of course, want to show him with one more figure from Valaverse. It is from their Legend of the White Dragon 2-pack. It is the White Dragon himself. And he goes pretty well with Lightning Collection figures. He was originally supposed to be like a Power Ranger fan film, and then it became its own independent thing. Pretty cool. I think it looks good. By the way, at the time of recording this, still like no word on what's happening with this film. Like nothing is going on. Rest in peace, King. But yeah, that's it for size comparisons. So all in all, what are my final thoughts on the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Turbo Invisible Phantom Ranger from Hasbro? Well, the first thing currently occurring to me is that I probably should not have filmed this with the white backdrop. I probably should have gone back to the black one. Oops. But he is a pretty cool figure. If you like the regular Phantom Ranger, you'll like this Phantom Ranger. They put more work into his paint than I thought they would. The accessories seem to be kind of different, color-wise at least. I do believe this one was far more translucent in the original release. A lot of my accessories are stored away, sorry. But he's a pretty cool figure. I'm glad to have him in my collection, especially for $6.99. Thank you, Ross. I should never have passed up RPM Yellow when I saw her there, but the line was to the back of the store for one $6.99 figure. I was like, no, I just want to go home. But that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.